So next thing we're going to do is some rhythms, practicing some rhythms. That it's not too bad usually teaching quarter notes, eighth notes, half notes, even 4/16 notes. But when you get into those mixed rhythms of 1/8 note to 16 notes and flipped, that always was hard for my kids. That I tended to do ta and tt. Other people do ta and tati and whatever your preference is. But when we got into the tiri, chiri, tika, chaka, ti, they would always scratch their heads and be very confused. And so I started doing this a few years ago, and it really, really helped them. So we start off with this poem. Here's a game that's fun to try. First you make a rhythm, then you name a pie. Can you say that with me? 1, 2, here we go.
Here's a game that's fun to try. First you make a rhythm, then you name a pie.
Okay, so what we're going to use is different types of pies to identify these different rhythms. So this one is apple pie. Can you say that for me? Ready, go.
Apple pie.
So this is blueberry pie. So if you notice, this is an eighth note. These are 2 16 notes. So the first sound is a little bit longer, blue, and then berry is faster. Blueberry pie. Blueberry pie. Can you say that for me? Ready, go.
Blueberry pie.
Good. Peanut butter pie. Ready, go.
Peanut butter pie.
Peach pie. Ready, go.
Peach pie.
Good. Coconut pie.
Coconut pie.
Good. And so here it's just the opposite. We have 2 8 notes, or 2 16 notes, and then an eighth note. So the first 2 sounds, coconut, the first 2 sounds, coca, are faster, and the nut is a little bit slower. Coconut pie. Say that for me. Ready, go.
Coconut pie.
So let's see all of the different pies in order. 1, 2, here we go.
Apple pie, blueberry pie, peanut butter pie, peach pie, coconut pie.
Good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to mix them up. So I would like someone to come up and drag one of the different kinds of pies into a box. Okay, so one, who wants to do the second measure? Second measure, third measure. We got one more. Yeah, fourth. Yeah, fourth measure. Fourth measure. I'm trying to make these ones. 3, excellent job. So nice when your board is lined up. Oh, yay. Ooh, interesting. All right, ready? 1, 2, say them for me.
Coconut pie, peanut butter pie, coconut pie, blueberry pie.
Good, this time I want you to clap and say it. So, coconut pie, peanut butter pie, like that. 1 and 2, clap it and say it.
Coconut pie, peanut butter pie, coconut pie, blueberry pie.
So try to get all those sounds. We're going kind of fast, so a little slower. Try to get all the sounds. Blueberry pies. Do that for me. Ready, go.
Blueberry pie.
Good. Now do all 4. 1 and 2, and here we go.
Coconut pie, peanut butter pie, coconut pie, blueberry pie.
Good, guys. I like how I heard every sound with your clapping and your words. So we could do it several times. You can take away the different pie words then and just use the rhythms. And there's about 1,000 different things that you can do with this. You can have them come up with other types of pies. So can you guys think of another type of pie, and where would it go? Can you think of another kind of pie? Oh, pecan pie is actually a funny one. That one doesn't really fit. If you said pecan pie, then it would fit. But pecan, because the emphasis is on the second syllable, it would actually be a pickup. So that's one that doesn't work. Banana pie, my kids always come up with that one. That one doesn't work either because it's a pickup. Banana pie or banana cream pie. Good guess. Thank you for volunteering. Let's try it one.
Chocolate?
That would work. Chocolate pie. So you can grade it on there. I'm not going to mess with your board. Chocolate pie. Good. What else? Anyone else? Yes.
Oreo pie?
Ooh, Oreo pie. Where would that go?
On the 2 and then the 1. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. 2 and then 1. So this is Oreo pie, same as coconut pie. Good. That would fit. Any others? Yes.
Cherry pie.
Good. Cherry pie would be this one. Cherry pie. This one, peach pie. Is there any other one?
Oh,
you can think
apple
of for
pie.
peach? Apple pie would go here. Anyone for up here? No? I'm trying to remember.
Chicken pot pie.
Chicken pot pie, that's a great one. Chicken pot pie. This one, the only one we could ever think of was like boysenberry pie or huckleberry pie. Rhubarb pie,
Rhubarb.
go there. Any of the berry pie, what are the other berry pies? Strawberry pie, yeah?
The first one we could do cherry pie.
Cherry pie was here. I can't remember what we did for the top one.
You could like do it
Peach
like
pie.
the cherry, like one syllable.
Yeah,
so
cherry.
one.
But it's
But
two
then
sounds
it is
cherry.
like two
Yeah.
syllables.
It's still like
That's okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you come up with other ones, and I have put them in that. And then I did a whole bunch of different rhythms with those things. So let's try doing it. So this is pie, apple, pie. Okay, that works. And when we have the rest, you can say or you cannot say anything. Usually it's kind of better not to say anything. The kids have a great time saying Okay, ready? Try for me. Ready, go.
Pie, pie, apple pie, 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 pie.
Apple,
apple pie, apple pie, pie.
Good. And so you start with more simple ones, and then you add more and more words in it. So pie for the half notes. Do different keys, different time signatures. What else do I have in here? So let's do one with peanut butter. Ready? So this is 4/4 and peanut butter pie. 1 and 2 and here we go.
Pie, pie, apple, peanut butter pie, peanut butter pie. Apple, apple, peanut butter pie, pie, peanut butter pie.
Very good, guys. Then what else did we do? So you can add it to the point that they all do it. Then you can have the kids come up and make their own rhythms. That's another thing to do in here. And again, you can start with more simple ones. Now, then another thing you can do is like a dictation. So see if you can come up with what I clapped. Listen to it again. Listen to it again. Can somebody come up and can someone come up and show me what I did? Yeah, pie, apple, blueberry pie. How's that? So you can drag those up. Oh, maybe. Pie and drag them into the box. And start with one measure, then do a couple measures to make it more challenging if your kids are up for it. And another way of doing some auditory recognition is to figure out what rhythm I used. So can I have some blueberry pie? Look at the different rhythms, see which one sounds like the way I say it. Can I have some blueberry pie? Which one? Yeah,
The first one?
the first one. Can I have some blueberry pie? I could have used this one. Can I have some blueberry pie? But that's not the way I said it. Good, and so there's a lot of things like that. I want to have some chocolate cake. I want to have some chocolate cake. Which one is this? Good, second one. And things that you can also do with this is if you have more than 4 beats in a measure, you can say, oh, that can't be the right one because it's the wrong number of beats, or it doesn't fit the way I say it. I like throwing in some things like birds of a feather flock together and think before you speak, proverbs to try to get the kids to have a connection with language arts. Another thing, and then at the end, some other themes that you can use for practicing 16-note rhythms, different types of soda like Coke or Sprite, Pepsi, cream soda, Cherry Coke, Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper, those fit these different rhythms. Or you can have animals, and again, the kids can come up with their own themes. If you want to continue practicing using these rhythms, applying them then to songs, here's a list of some songs. And I also identified if there's like a dance that goes with them, or if there's a game that goes with them, and what rhythms they use. So Tideo is a great one that has a dance that goes with it, and it uses just these 3 types of rhythms. Cedar Swamp uses these, also has a dotted one in it. So if your kids are nailing this and you want to add something else, that's another way to go. So here's a bunch of different songs. And again, assessment ideas, things that you can do to assess the kids. You can perform by having them clap rhythms, having them play the rhythms on instruments, creating a speech ensemble with rhythmic ostinatos and using those as the basis. Identifying rhythms by giving them a sheet and having them write the words, like the blueberry pie, those type of words underneath it. Identify these rhythms in songs. Okay, say, give them a piece of music like Tideo and say, okay, circle where you have these different rhythms. One of my favorite games is the Poison Rhythm game, and we'll have another video about that. The Poison Rhythm game, and you can use one of these rhythms as a Poison Rhythm game. For improvisation, have students improvise a melody with rhythm. You give them the rhythm, they go over to an instrument and create a melody to go along with it. having students choose a beat from each column, like put different words into the columns with the rhythms and have them pick one rhythm, one word from each column to create a speech ensemble. I hope that makes sense. Doing composing. Question and answer game with these rhythms, getting in a circle and doing like, okay, I have this rhythm, and then the person who has that has to clap that, and then they have to clap their own rhythm. Compose to a given rhythm, so they have to actually write it down, have to remember it instead of just improvising. Compose using cards, compose using just rhythm or compose using rhythm and then pitch. And what I like to do, especially for kids that have any special needs, is having some of different colored cards with the rhythms on them. So like the blueberry was on blue paper and the peach pie was on orange paper, so that they could see the different rhythms and help connect them more easily. And I think that's about it.